Assalamu alaikum and hello to everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you on my channel, ZA Vlogs. Today we are here to review a beautiful car that will be shown to you in a minute. So I'm going to review a particular car which belongs to a very good friend of mine. So stay tuned and watch till the end. BMW i8. So in a minute this is my best friend Ali. First of all, I would like to thank.
How are you doing, Mr. Shah?
I'm good, thank you very much. I would like to thank you to come on my channel and then give us your precious time to show us your luxurious car. First of all, I would like to go through the 360 view of the car. Obviously this is a very beautiful hybrid car, as you can see in the sports. So I would hand over the mic to Mr. Ali. Hello Ali.
Hello, how are you doing?
Not too bad. So Mr. Ali, I would like to explain the features of the car.
Basically, this was a BMW designed concept car.
Okay.
And when it was revealed at the motor show, they had so much publicity, they decided to make it a production car.
Okay.
It's very futuristic in its designs and the way it drives, so it was very popular.
Okay.
And the reason I chose the car was because I had many choices of cars but this car's design stood out.
Okay.
And the way it drives.
Basically the way they have designed the car is, it seemed like even though the first model came back in 2014, I believe.
That's right.
But this particular car is still in 2020. It seems like come from the future.
Yeah, they designed it for the future.
Okay.
So it's a very futuristic car.
All these sharp edges. So, Mr. Ali, would you like to explain us the engine of this car? I heard this particular car have two engine.
Yes, it
basically
has a 1.5 engine in the back.
Okay.
And it also has electric motor.
Okay, electric motor
as well.
So basically that's the electric motor in the front. Okay.
Yeah, it's dual. So the electric motor drives the front wheels.
Okay.
And
so we are just to let you know, the electric motor, which is situated right in front of the car. You cannot access to the bonnet because it's been the way the BMW have designed. It's not open. You can't access to the engine. Is that right, Mr. Ali?
That's correct.
Okay.
Even the rear engine, you cannot access that.
Okay.
But the rear engine drives the back wheels.
Okay.
And when you put in sports, it combines the two.
Okay.
So for a very small engine car, it's very powerful. It does 0 to 60 in 4 seconds.
4 seconds, okay.
And this particular model has, I have upgraded the car.
Okay.
So they normally come around 400 brake horsepower. This one has 500 and around 80 brake horsepower.
Okay.
So we have increased the engine size on this.
All right.
Sorry, not the engine size, but the performance on the car.
Okay.
So it's a one-off
car. Okay. It's a basically four-wheel drive car.
That's correct.
The front engine, the front wheels are powered by the front engine, which is an electric motor, which produce 129 brake horsepower, and at the rear wheels, it's been run by the 1.5 liter turbo engine.
That's right.
Which is three cylinder.
3 cylinder, yes.
Okay. So at the back we have 3 cylinder 1.5 liter engine, and that produce 220 brake horsepower
as standard. Yes.
as standard. So this particular car has been tuned
It's combined now, it's just under 600 brake horsepower.
Under 600 brake horsepower. So this car is very quick, and obviously we will do a test drive in a minute for this beautiful motor. Roughly, what sort of average you get on this car?
You can get up to 70 miles per gallon.
70 miles per gallon.
Because of the increased horsepower, I normally get about 50-55.
Okay.
But even then, it's a very efficient car for the speed.
Okay. But I've heard the BMW claims that it gives up to somewhere up to 100, 100, plus 100 plus 160 or something.
It can do when it's fully charged. It
Okay.
can do. Like you can see here on the side here. This is what you do to plug it in.
Okay. With the electric.
With the electric. It doesn't need to be plugged in. It can charge itself when it's in sport mode.
Okay. All right. At the front we have a very nice, beautifully designed lights. We have this kidney grille. So you can see the LED DRLs are turned on, and obviously we have this BMW logo, and this is basically an air vent which is in piano black.
Also the roof is carbon fiber.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
Carbon fiber roof.
Okay. The roof is made with the carbon fiber, and also this whole car is made with the aluminium and mixture of carbon fiber. And the wheels, here come two wheels. The wheels are being designed very nicely, and they are about 20-inch wheels, alloys on it, and the tire size is 215 45 20. And as you can see, all these sharp edges goes all the way around, give this car a very sporty and I would say futuristic look.
Yes.
It seems like this particular car is come from the alien world. So as you can see at the back, the way the roof is coming down, as you can see, it's been very nicely trimmed. This wheel arch goes all the way up, and then at the back it gave you it seemed like a wind tunnel. It gives a very nice look. And at the back we have brake lights. Obviously the indicator of the rear are up here, and so this car, as you can see, one of the art, I would say, a very beautiful looking sports car. And okay, when you unlock the car basically the lights lit up in it looks very beautiful. The lights goes all the way from here to here, and this is the indicator. They look very sleek on the car when you turn them on. Okay, now we are coming up to the interior of the car. So to get access to the car, the door, we have a button up here. So we press this button and the car doors will open like this. So this would what we call a butterfly style door. So at the door we have up here carbon fiber. The doors are made with carbon fiber, and inside we have a very nice sporty look seats. As you can see, the steering wheel is very nice. BMW made it very nice. It just goes the silver trim goes all the way around to the steering wheel. There are two seats at the back, which are good enough to accommodate children at the back, but it's a bit uncomfortable for the adults, but still good. You still have an option to fit 4 people in, as compared to other sports car. You don't have this option available. So let me show you the look one more time of the car when the doors are open. This LED turn up signal look very attractive and aggressive. They look very nice. This gives a car a very aggressive look. Let me show you from the back as well. So from the back, as you can see, this signal turn up and it gives a very nice look to the car. And also this arches, I really found this one nice. Now we are going to little test drive with Ali Bhai. Are you ready?
Yes,
Are you ready for a test drive? So viewers, let me just sit in the car. Okay viewers, so I'm sitting in the back of the car, so I need to cover the front. So this is the way the door look like when it's open. So I'm going to shut the door, and you have a door handle up here, and this comes very smoothly. So first of all, Mr. Ali, would you like to explain some features of the car, inside the interior of the car?
The interior is very just like most BMWs. They haven't changed much on the inside of it.
Okay, viewers, as you can see on the left, we have obviously door lock, unlock, windows, a look of the car from inside.
You can't see it too well now, but all these, it has all the lighting, LED lighting around the car.
Yes.
That changes color.
Yeah, obviously in the evening time I will be going to Mr. Ali's and then I will show you in the night mode. It does look very nice in the night time. So you have a 2 cup holder at the back. Now I'm sitting at the back of the car. So it's kind of okay, it's not that bad as compared to what we expect from a sports car. At least it has an option to accommodate 2 people. It's a little bit headroom is a little bit less, but apart from that, it's good to go on the short journeys. But if you are going on long journeys, it could be a little bit discomfortless. At the back we have these 2 cup holders for the rear passengers, and we have a big speaker up here, and it's like a glass sort of covered up everything. And I would like to, and we have a storage compartment.
That's right.
Okay, we have one here, one storage compartment here as well, and we have this BMW, what you call it, iDrive. So whatever you type on this little wheel, that will take as an input. So I'll brief, is that nothing much change in terms of BMW, because they want to keep their own old and the modern style together. So we have air vent, obviously been designed very nicely with the chrome in it, and we have LCD display. So now Mr. Ali, would you explain a little bit about these buttons up here quickly, and then we'll go on a ride.
These buttons are very basic. This is for traction control.
Okay.
This is for your different types of driving. You've got
Okay.
the standard comfort mode.
Okay.
Then you got the Eco Pro mode, which saves, makes you drive efficiently.
Okay.
The sports mode is when you move the gear to the side. I'll show you that.
Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Okay. So obviously quickly we go through this button. This is your parking brake, and this is your all control for the radio and all that.
The climate
control, and these are obviously for the music and the media, I would say.
That's right.
And you have pedal shifters.
Yep, this is F1 pedal shifters on here.
Formula 1 pedal shifter, yeah.
Also, so when you switch the car on, gives you this display. Also, this comes with a head-up display. So anything
Head-up display. Okay, that's very good.
So anything that comes here will come up on the heads-up display.
Okay.
So it has 3 displays. One heads-up, one's your standard, and then you have the iDrive system here.
Okay.
Right now it's in comfort mode. So now I'm going to switch to Eco mode, which then will use more battery.
Okay.
So every time I stop or do drive slowly, it'll switch itself to electric. Right now the car's it's not charged, so it'll have the battery meter on one side and the petrol meter on the other side.
Okay. So Mr. Ali, would you like to tell us that how long does it take to full charge electric, and how many miles you can get with the full battery?
If you plug it in, it takes about 2.5 hours to charge.
2.5 hours, so full charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you drive in sports mode, where the car charges itself, then again it will take for a full charge probably about 45 minutes, but at the same time you'll be using a lot of petrol.
Okay.
So it's best to charge it in the plug-in.
Okay. Okay, viewers, so when you want to come out from the car from the rear seat, so there is a button up here. You press this button like this, and the door will be release itself. So you can see. So now I'm jumping in the front of the car. So now we are in eco mode.
Yeah, now it's on eco mode, so it will drive as efficiently as possible.
Okay.
Plus, you can't really do much speeding now.
In eco mode.
No,
Yeah.
in this area.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Viewers, because there are some speed limitation over here. The fine is a bit too.
The fine here
You
is
cannot afford it.
Yeah, the fine here is automatic.
Automatic, and also you will lose your license, so you won't be able to drive this luxury car again. Then.
You have to take public transport.
Okay. Now we are going to look for a spot where we can drive this car in a sports mode. Look very nice. So now viewers, we're going to put in a sports mode.
Okay.
So this is the car in sports mode. Wow! Wow! That is marvelous. Oh my God! Viewers, can you see the speed? Oh my God! That is wow! So Mr. Ali is like a proper rally driver.
And be very
Wow.
careful here because the police are always hiding.
We have to do the things in limitation, but same time we tell you do not try this at home, and if anything happens you are doing on your own responsibilities. We do not hold any responsibilities for the speeding. Is it right, Mr. Ali? Yeah. So how quick this car does 0 to 60, and the sound is amazing.
A lot of the sound comes through the speaker.
Mr. Ali, to explain where the sound is coming from, because it's been a hybrid car, so that sound is generated. It's like a proper V10 engine. So what's the technology behind it and where the sound is coming from?
So basically, most of the sound is actually of that engine is not real.
Not real. Okay.
So BMW have designed it so when you put it in sports mode, you have this sound that comes out, so it makes you feel like you're driving a very powerful car.
Okay.
Which in fact, for a 1.5, is producing a lot of power.
Yes, with the 3-cylinder engine.
That's right.
So
it's basically a mini engine,
okay.
but they've designed it. But that's why the cost of the car is so much, because of the fact that it's such a small engine, but it has all the performance of a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or such. And it's very efficient, so you can drive this car every day and it doesn't cost a lot.
So Mr. Ali, you told me you've been driving nice. You had a Ferrari before and then a Lamborghini and all that. So what sort of difference you feel between driving this particular motor and the other cars? What do you can explain your experience with other cars as well a little bit?
This is more of this is a very easy car to drive. You have to be very careful with this car because of the two separate engines.
Okay.
When you're driving fast and you try to brake, it's not as responsive as a Ferrari or a Lamborghini.
Okay.
But in terms of performance, is very good. Handling is very good. But this is more of just a general, nice, everyday car to drive.
Runs and all that. So viewers, wow! Look at this. This car really push you back like BMW, cold BMW. Wow! That is so amazing.
It's very good handling, but because of the weather, the roads are very wet.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful. You can't.
So viewers, I will tell Mr. Ali to switch the car back into normal mode, in the comfort mode. So we had fun of driving, because if you are on the track, that's a different matter. I don't want him to get penalty on his license. So it was fun to have a ride in this car. This car is is an ultimate driving machine. It had the practicality, performance, fuel economy, everything. You get all in one package. The look of the car, it's wonderful machine to drive.